Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioseStation.
Yo, LumioseStation, what is going on? NumbNexus, your cooking conductor, back here for the final episode of Cooking with NumbNexus. I know it has been a long road, but at last we have come to an end. I'm going to end the series off here by doing a hyper-offensive team. Basically, hyper-offensive teams are really easy. It's a very easy concept. You basically put in a full-out team of, the name speaks for itself. You put in a full-out team of all offensive Pokemon. Dear Lord, what happened here? But you basically put in a full-out offensive team, basically meaning there's no walls. There's no walls. You can have bulky attackers like this Conkeldurr and this Landorus and the Zapdos, but there's not really any. I mean, Landorus is really the only bulky one. I mean, Conkeldurr is the only bulky one. Landorus can be bulky because of the Intimidate, and Zapdos just has natural bulk. But basically, it's a full-out team of all offensive Pokemon. There's no walls, and we have switch priority. So there's the Volt Turn core as well, the U-turn, the Volt Switch, the U-turn, the U-turn. Mainly because we can get initiative, that way that we won't have to be trapped. Because stall teams really do kind of damper hyper-offensive teams if they are allowed. If they're allowed to. But that's basically it. It's full-out attacker. That's basically it. You do full-out attacker. 3 physical, 3 special. That's it. It is a very easy concept, and that's why I made it the last episode, because it's not that hard to understand. It's actually really easy. So our opponent has this, and looking at this, he's got probably the most annoying Pokemon is going to be the Chestnut, Gliscor, Malamar. I see those being annoying. The rest are just like threats. I see those being annoying though. So we're going to lead off with the Genesect. I don't think he's going to lead off with the Charizard. I have seen Mega Charizard Y leads, but he leads off with the Gliscor. Now we have to think. He has 2 opportunities here. We are playing Hyper Offensive, so we have to play very risky. He's probably going to want to go for the Protect, or he could go straight out into Sylveon. We're going to go for the Ice Beam. He does not go for the Protect, and we got him. Bam! We got him. Now, what I do plan to do after Cooking with NumbNexus is I plan to do a laddering series where I have taken everything that we learned, and then we try to just ladder and get really good, and then you start to get experience knowledge. Now here's the big question of the day. Make sure to answer this, because I really need to know this. Would you rather have me laddering on the battle spot on Wi-Fi, or would you rather have me laddering on Showdown ladder tiers? Would you rather have either one? I need to know that, because that'd be really helpful. And that's basically it. I'd love to know that. Now we're gonna go out into our Zapdos, because he's probably a Mega Charizard Y, and Zapdos can take Mega Charizard Y really well on. So no, it can't. Oh my lord. Okay, never mind. That's the thing about hyper offensive teams as well. Don't be afraid if you lose anybody just like that. I thought that I could take it. I'm not bulky Zapdos. Okay, so don't be afraid if that happens. Literally, what you have to do is you have to have no fear. You have to sack and then bring in someone safer. So you really will never really have a high winning rank. You usually win. Highest I usually see with hyper offensive teams usually end up winning with 3-0s. That's the highest I've seen. Most times you win us a 2-1-0. They usually end up being very close depending on the opponent's team, if they run a bulky offense or a Volt Turn. Mainly those two kind of handle hyper offensive teams really well as stall teams, because stall teams always have a counter just about to everything. Just to everything. So brings us to Chestnut. We had a good switch at the Chestnut, and then we lost it. So now literally the thing's a problem. We're gonna go straight out into the Genesect. He goes for the Wood Hammer, and there's a free flamethrower, and we have the Sun Boost as well for about 2 more turns. So we kind of handle his team now really good. We got him. That's the fun about hyper offense. You never know what's gonna happen. You have to think really quickly, and you can't really stop and think like you would do in a normal battle. You have to make your moves right away, bam, I come out to this, bam, I know he's gonna go out to that, bam, I switch out. That's why I left it for last, because once you put in all the knowledge that you've learned and you do hyper offensive, then it should be very self-explanatory. So bam, I do this, bam, I know he's gonna go out to that, bam, I'm gonna U-turn on that, predicting that, then I'm gonna go out to this, which checks that, bam. And that's how it goes. This guy's gonna take his time though. He's shivering in his pants. He just wood hammered the Genesect, but he ain't got no steel. Bars. Goes for the spiky shield. Probably expected the U-turn, expecting me to expect him to go for Sylveon. That is a long chain of lines, but he doesn't even know that we're Expert Belt. That's the beauty of Genesect. He's gonna be banned pretty soon though. But now he did make an over prediction there. We did learn about that earlier on in the series. He made an over prediction, expecting God knows what. But now we get a free U-turn on the Espeon, and we die. He expected a psychic move, expecting our Greninja. So a lot of mispredictions this guy is making, but he died. He's done. He's dead. Hoo-ha! Landorus now. And basically that's why Volt Turn hyper-offensive teams are really good. You put a combination of like 2 concepts you learn and bam. You know, it's really good. So we get the U-turn off. That thing dies in absolutely 1 hit. And unfortunately for us, we did not get the download boost. But we do have the Iron Head that is stab. And Sylveon has really weak physical defense. And Sylveon lives. Oh, he's gonna be that guy. Okay. I see you, Broham. There's no reason to go for the wish. I mean, if you're really gonna come back with a Sylveon, it's not happening. And how long have we already did that? It was like 6 minutes. That's really short. GG to my opponent. Though hyper offensive teams end up losing, they're not the greatest. Okay, I would not recommend like relying or using them a lot. But like this team, for example, in this new meta, Talonflame kind of craps on a hyper offensive team, but we have like two good checks, I guess, and 3, yeah, 3, 4 in a way, yeah. All right, I expect that Cloyster lead ends up leading out with this. Oh man. All right, so what you have to do, we have to think really quickly. As I just did that, I didn't even think. I did think, but I didn't even like stop and think. I did it right away. You have to think quickly because all the information you've learned in the previous episodes, you put it all into this and you know what's gonna happen. Landorus is the best counter to Terrakion. So bam, he's taken down. Bam, there's no way he's staying in. We get a nice U-turn off on probably the Talonflame that's probably going to come in, or the Venusaur. He might even end up going out to the Cloyster, but he ends up going to the Talonflame. See, bam, we do it right away, bam. Oh my lord, we are playing like champions here. And I do believe that there's no reason for me to even search this up, but I just want to make sure. Good, Greninja does outspeed Talonflame. I think it outspeeds by like 1 point. Oh no, it's Talonflame outspeeds by 4 points. Okay, so the plan is here. Bam, we go to our Zapdos. Bam, we resist it. We resist the Brave Bird. He has to go for the Volt Switch. I mean, you know, he has to go for the Flare Blitz. But what I want to do here is I actually want to go for the Volt Switch. We are choice specs. Gets good damage off on everybody that we see. And bam. Alright, that was a small interruption. It happens like almost all the time, so there's nothing that can be helped with. Now, he did come out to the Venusaur. Expecting that. I am expecting him to be Mega. We have to actually stop and think. There are points we have to stop and think because you never know what's going to happen. Mega Venusaur, yeah. Mega Venusaur in this new meta really does stop it. It stops it, basically. We can handle his team, just the Mega Venusaur needs to go right away. And we have to stop and think who's the least guy that we need, and it's probably the Aegislash. Aegislash, I guess, could be nice to come in a Scarf Close Combat, but then we have this guy right here, so what's the point? See, our team really works good if he didn't have the Mega Venusaur. I don't know what to do. I feel like he's gonna sleep powder us, but what do you mean hello? You took all your time, bro. Chill out. Alright. So bam, 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 bam. Now what we can do is there's no reason to go for the knockoff, but I'd rather just go for the knockoff, try and get damage. I'm just gonna go for the Ice Punch, really. It's still physical, and I'm pretty sure Mega Venusaur's physical defense, I mean special defense is higher than his physical. Venusaur. Sludge Bomb. Okay, that's actually really good on our part. That does no damage though. That does absolutely no damage at all. Goes for another Sludge Bomb. We get a knockoff off. A knockoff off. Probably should have gone for the knockoff in the first place. I thought Ice Punch would do just a little bit more damage, but it does not end up doing that much damage. We now have the Guts boost, which is why the knockoff did much more damage. Now, since we have the Guts boost, I think he's going to Synthesis. I'm going to go for the knockoff again. Gut boosted knockoff should be doing good damage. He does end up going for the Synthesis. Alright. Knockoff before we end up dying. And I think from that range... Oh my lord! That is way too powerful. 120 special defense. Why is he not banned yet? All right, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Base 80, base 99, we outspeed. Can we get a physical attack raise? Ah, no. His physical attack is higher, so we're gonna get the special attack raise. Okay. Let's go for the U-turn. The hyper fence has been stopped. Okay, I don't know what he expected there. He went out. All right, just gonna do that. There's nothing that he can do to a Terrakion. We're gonna Volt Switch. I mean, we're gonna U-turn on it. There's nothing that he can do. He can't do anything. You'd be a fool to stay in. So don't stay in. Or you might even overpredict us expecting the U-turn. I know Terrakion cannot do crap. Yeah, okay. He goes out to the Talonflame, bam. This ended up being a lot more hastier than I expected, mainly because of the concept of Mega Venusaur. Mega Venusaur just kind of stops hyper-offensive teams. I didn't stop to think about that, but in this generation, Mega Venusaur destroys. But he sacked off Pokemon just to get initiative. That was a pretty good play. But I'm going to come into the Lando because Lando kind of can just get a free U-turn on anybody that he wants to bring out. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. We are much more Volt Turn than... We're like a mixture of concept of Volt Turn and Hyper Offense. But that Mega Venusaur. If we had the rocks up. Or Hyper Offense, so... You can have the rocks on Hyper Offense if you want to. That Ice Shard is clear as day. I'm not gonna let that happen. Go out to the Aegisash. This is where Aegisash's time to shine. Goes to the Razor Shell instead. Okay. We don't outspeed, do we? Let me check. I keep forgetting like base speeds of a lot of common Pokemon sometimes. Base 70, we don't outspeed. We're slower by like 10 points, but I'm pretty sure he's not gonna stay in. Ends up expecting the Sacred Sword. I just Shadow Balled there, and that ended up being huge. I don't need my Aegisash that much. Looking at his team, handles, walls. That's the only thing that I needed for the Cloyster. So I need it for the Cloyster. What am I doing? All right, goes to the King Shield. All right, free EQ off of anybody that we want to get off of now. Man, oh man, oh man, Hyper Offense, bro. Hyper Offense is way too powerful. That's why they call it Hyper Offense. People shorten it to Ho as well. I kind of laugh at that if you chuckle every here and there. But I get that nice clean EQ off. That Clefable swallows it. Looking at that, he's definitely Magic Guard Life Orb. So I don't want to take the incoming Moonblast. We're going to go out to... we need this guy. Aegisash is what I actually have to go out to. Goes to the Moonblast, alright. I was more along expecting him to go for the Fire Blast. Expecting this, but that does not end up happening. Alright, goes to the Fire Blast. Can we take one? Yes! Yes! We take at least one. That's all I needed. And I get a Shadow Sneak off, and we're good to go. We're good to go. We're good to go. Hyper Offensive. Oh. Oh my lord. God damn it. I keep forgetting a lot of base speeds today. 60, alright. Damn, that could have been a speed tie, and I probably could have taken it off in that range. We're free to U-turn though. Yeah. Okay, so that's the thing. This guy's got a pretty bulky offense team. Bulk, and then offense. Alright, good core right there he's got going on. Zapdos does not outspeed everybody, that's the thing. I'd rather go out into this guy right here. The thing is, his Cloyster is a big threat. If he ends up having the Ice Shard, that could be a problem. And that's pretty free and easy switch right back out into the Cloyster. Yeah. Alright, I don't think he's gonna Ice Shard this turn. He did not reveal it last time, even for the Razor Shell. So maybe he expected the Genesect, but I don't know. He ends up switching out. Okay, alright. Bro, that's fine. I didn't expect that at all. Okay. Does Greninja outspeed... No, he's Scarfed. He's Scarfed. Alright, Greninja pretty sure... I'm sorry guys, I'm a mess today. I forget base speed sometimes. Greninja outspeeds. Okay, that much outspeeds it. Nice! He made a nice play there. I am in range now to where I'd rather go for the EQ though. It gets good damage off on everybody, though I do feel like he's probably just going to want to go for that again. I'm going to go for the EQ though. I have a feeling he's going to stay in and sack it, which he does. There's no reason for him to carry that Terrakion anymore. I do have a Zapdos. I also have a Landorus, which walled the bloody hell out of it. And he's trying to get a safe switch out into his Cloyster. And I really need my Landorus T. I'm not in range of dying to a Shadow Sneak though, because after the Intimidate, I can take a Shadow Sneak. Ends up coming out to this big threat. Now, I have to stay in. I have to stay in. There's nothing that I have to stay in. I can't switch out. He's gonna synthesis. I have to stay in. As you can see, EQ only does around like 41. Bring it back down to 10, gaining up that much from 250. Brings it back from 50, 41. That's like 11 and 50, 51. Okay, we need it's literally relying on like min-max variation rolls. He's gonna keep doing that probably. 8 kills us instead. Big mistake, bro. That mistake was huge. Now we're able to kill it. We can lock ourselves into flamethrower and then handle that guy right there. We got the special attack raised to yes. All right, because I know for a fact that Venusaur sometimes can live from that low range. I have seen it happen, so I don't want that happening. And now he's got an Aegislash left. Oh no, he's got a Cloyster left. He doesn't even know that we're. I could have. What was I doing? Because I saw everything from this way, and then this ball right here, who's at like full HP. Big threat. All right. He sets up a shadow. I mean, if he sets up a, let's go for an Iron Head. That did no damage. That did no damage at all. All right, we have to go for the flamethrower now. Flamethrower does neutral damage. We have to go for the flamethrower. We do have the special attack raise as well. Flamethrower is the only thing. It's time. Oh, we could have killed. What was I doing? I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was doing. All right, that was completely stupid. I think I can live a Shadow Sneak though, and then I can just take this guy out. Go for the King Shield instead. All right. Go for another flamethrower. We have this game in the match, so there's nothing to worry about it. That's basically gonna be it though. Get the burn, get the burn, get the burn. No Shadow Balls. Really good play on his part. Really good play on his part. That was a pretty good play on his part. It really was. Alright, we can go for the heat. I'd rather go for the Thunderbolt stab, and I don't have the chance of missing it, so I'd rather go for that. He's gonna King Shield. Okay, I don't know what he's doing though. We do outspeed. And he can just Shadow Sneak unless he gets like an ultimate gigantic ginormous Tyranitar crit, but nah. Zapdos natural bulk, as you can see, and that's gonna be it. That's hyper offensive claws. So if you guys enjoyed that, make sure to leave that huge like, answer the question of the day, because I really need to know what you guys would rather see, laddering on Showdown or laddering on the battle spot on Wi-Fi. If you guys don't know the battle spot laddering, I am doing it on my own channel, breaking Wi-Fi, something of the sort to be similar to that. So that's gonna be it. Really fun doing cooking with Nexus, and unfortunately the series has come to an end. I hope you guys have learned a lot. I'm a cooking conductor NumbNexus. This is some part in Spanish that I forgot to say in the beginning. I am out.